Good evening with Jamie Costello. I'm Kelly Swoop. Well, today the other shoe dropped.
Man, did it ever. A federal grand jury indicted former Mayor Catherine Pugh on 11 counts of wire fraud, defrauding the government, and also tax evasion. All of this, of course, is linked back to her self-published child's book, Healthy Holly.
WMAR 2 News investigative reporter Brian Kubler joins us from the federal courthouse downtown with the details. Brian?
Kelly, it has been 6 months since Catherine Pugh resigned. Today she learned she faces up to 175 years in federal prison.
U.S. Attorney Robert Hur did not mince words.
There are many victims in this case. The victims are all of us, the taxpayers and the people of Baltimore who expect and deserve integrity from their public officials.
And from this city's duly elected 50th mayor, the government alleges they did not get that to the tune of 11 counts of wire fraud and tax charges. While much of the evidence came from these very public raids of the mayor's home and city hall, the feds say they started poking around at least as early as 2017 when Pugh campaign aide Gary Brown was indicted on election law violations. What they say they found in the end was the defrauding of the government and taxpayers through the marketing and selling of the former mayor's self-published children's book series, Healthy Holly. The government alleges Pugh promised but intentionally did not deliver books, stored them in public places like City Hall and the War Memorial Building, double sold the books to various nonprofits, and then used that money to fund not only her mayoral campaign, but the renovation of her Ashburton home.
Ms. Pugh blurred the lines between her public duties and private business and failed to act in the best interests of her constituents.
But the indictment goes further, accusing the mayor and her staffer of creating a fake business relationship for tax evasion purposes. Pugh cut $62,000 in checks to Gary Brown for non-existent services detailed in fake invoices, only to have Brown redirect that money back to Pugh and her campaign, and all of it is used as a write-off. The feds called it a ruse, a sham that resulted in her underreporting her income by some $300,000, and all of it under the guise of Healthy Holly and her adventures.
Public office is a rare privilege and opportunity to serve and to get things done for the good of our community. Fraud and corruption of the sort we are addressing today undermine the public's faith in public officials. This is a tragedy and the last thing that our city needs.
Catherine Pugh is scheduled to be arraigned on all of these charges here in federal court tomorrow. The government expects that she will surrender herself to the U.S. Marshals. It will be the first time in about 6 months that anyone's seen former Mayor Catherine Pugh. For now, we are live in downtown Baltimore this evening. Brian Kubler, WMAR 2 News.